This is Health 54 right here on your digital first Pan-African News Network, TOS Television. I am Rose Audu. For the first time in more than a year, Tanzania has reviewed data of COVID-19 cases since the third wave of the viral disease broke out in the country. Her predecessor, late John Magufuli, was at some point denied the existence of COVID-19 in the country and stopped releasing coronavirus figures in May last year, when it said there were 509 cases. Speaking during her maiden press conference at State House in Dar es Salaam on Monday, President Samia Suluhu Hassan says Tanzania has recorded 100 new COVID-19 cases and about 70 of them are on ventilators. And by August, Nigeria is expected to receive another batch of nearly 4 million doses of coronavirus vaccines under the COVAX scheme, according to Faisal Shaib of the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency. COVAX was set up to ensure equitable distribution of vaccines, particularly to low-income countries, and has already delivered more than 80 million doses to 129 territories. Nigeria received 3.92 million doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine via COVAX in March. Also, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control on Wednesday announced 75 new cases of the coronavirus. According to the data released by the NCDC, Nigeria's active COVID-19 cases are still over 1,254. Nigeria on Wednesday recorded 75 new cases of coronavirus infection across 5 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, stated this in an update on its Facebook page Wednesday night. The disease center reports that the new cases raised the total infections in the country to 167,618. And the chairman of Medical Consultants Association of Nigeria Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, Amisu Mimuni, has said that Nigeria does not have any agency or body that regulates the harvesting or transplanting of human organs. The consultants made the statement while speaking at a one-day public hearing on a bill to establish an organ harvest transplantation department in the Lagos State Ministry of Health, organized by the State House of Assembly. According to Mumini, they had been working with the Ministry of Justice on the issue for a long time, adding that the law would regulate organ harvesting and transplanting in the state. And according to a report by the UN Conference on Trade and Development, the global economy may lose nothing less than $4 trillion as a result of the negative impact of the coronavirus on international tourism. UNCTAD in the report reviewed that the estimated loss was based on losses caused by the pandemic's direct impact on tourism and the ripple effect on related sectors. This is TOS Television Network, and you're watching Health 54. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. According to the 54-nation African Union statement late on Monday, Covishield exclusion could lead to discrimination against African travelers. Covishield, which is produced by the Serum Institute of India and is distributed to African nations as part of the COVAX initiative to give poor and developing countries access to COVID-19 vaccines. It is not one of 4 vaccines approved by the European Union for its planned digital vaccination certificate, which is intended to allow people to travel freely within the EU. At least 7 cities in Australia have been thrown into lockdown as fears rise over the rapid spread of the Delta variant of the coronavirus. The Australian authorities are working round the clock to prevent the spread of the highly contagious Delta variant. Officials reported a slight case rise on Wednesday to more than 200 cases, and more than 12 million people in Australia are on the stay-at-home orders in Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, Darwin, Townville, and the Gold Coast. On Wednesday, the outback town of Alice Springs also entered a snap lockdown after cases emerged in South Australia. And the World Health Organization has declared China free of malaria after a 70-year effort to combat the disease. In the 1940s, China had reported 30 million cases of the disease yearly. China had implemented different steps to break the cycle of transmission of the parasite via mosquitoes. The WHO said the country had now gone 4 years without registering a case, giving it malaria-free certification. According to the WHO Director General, Ghebreyesus, China's success was hard-earned and came only after decades of targeted and sustained actions. Nigeria has administered a total of 3.4 million doses of Oxford-AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine for the first and second rounds. This was disclosed by the Executive Director of the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Faisal Shoaib. This, according to Shoaib, was approximately 88% of the total COVID-19 vaccine stock in the country. Shoaib gave the statistics while speaking at the national briefing of the COVID-19 Presidential Steering Committee on Monday in Abuja. He said a total of 4,024,000 doses of Oxford-AstraZeneca vaccine were received by the federal government of Nigeria in March of 2021. He said 3.924 million came through the COVAX facility and another 100,000 doses from the government of India. And just before we go, South African government has increased its testing exercise for the coronavirus as a third wave of infections continued to gain momentum in the country. In the last few days, South Africans rushed to hospitals and other medical facilities to test for the COVID-19. President Cyril Ramaphosa on Sunday announced stricter COVID-19 restrictions, ordering a ban on gatherings and alcohol sales. Authorities outside the Delta variant of the virus, which was first identified in India, is responsible for most of the new cases. The new wave comes on the backdrop of a vaccination campaign which has been criticized as too slow. And that is Health 54 right here on your digital first Pan-African News Network, TOS Television. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like TOS Television Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. Remember, health is wealth. So till I come your way again, do stay healthy. I am Rose Audu. Many thanks for watching.